Hey everybody, I'm Greg with the Fix My Bleep channel and thank you for joining. So on today's video, I've got one of the Deebots made by Ecovacs Robotics. It's the Deebot N79S. And on this video, we're going to go over the cleaning, the routine maintenance that you'll need to know about this unit. Also, we're going to go through the common problems, the resolution, including where it's just cleaning, all of a sudden doing great and it'll just shut down, or it'll just start beeping, and the beep codes, what it means, and get you guys up and running again. So let's check it out. Be sure and like and subscribe. Okay, so cleaning our Deebot by Ecovacs Robotics. The first thing we want to do is go ahead and empty our recycle bin here. And so we're going to go ahead and there's a little latch you can press it down and just pull it straight out. And then you'll notice this lid or cover will lift right up, and it's collected quite a bit. And we just go ahead and dump all that out. Next, you will notice on top of the collection bin here, there's a latch. You can press this latch and lift this right up. There's a paper filter here that you can remove. So I would take that filter out, knock it off a little bit on the trash can, and then I'm going to show you what to do with that next. And then there's also a little foam filter that we're going to go ahead and remove. Take that filter out, shake it out over the trash a little bit. And then with the remainder, you'll see a lot of really fine dust. Just go ahead and kind of knock that out over the trash can. And then there's kind of a mesh screen in there, a really fine particle screen. Let me show you how to clean out the remainder of this fine particle screen. So we've got kind of a foam filter, we've got a paper filter, and we've got like a really fine particle screen here on the collection bin. Let me show you how to clean all of these out. All right, folks, so for the next part of my video, I'm actually gonna blow out these filters with some canned air, both the foam filter and the air filter that comes in these Deebots, along with the membrane that's inside the collection bin. And so the thing is, if you don't have any canned air on hand, you can take out these filters. You can actually wash the foam filter with some warm soapy water, let that dry really good. Use like a hair dryer in a low setting, maybe dry that thing out. You can also wipe out the membrane of the collection tray with a damp, warm damp cloth, let that dry really well. As far as the paper filter, you can kind of whack that on the garbage can or just whack it on some concrete and get all the fuzz and everything out of that, all the lint and the dirt that it picks up. Just tap it pretty good and it'll drop out a lot of that lint and stuff if you don't have any canned air. That's what I used to do. I just found that this canned air works really well. So let's get to it and I'll show you how much dirt these things pick up. Okay, so in this part of the video, we're going to go over the beep codes on your robot. So 1 beep code, your robot is stuck. So 2 beep codes, the bumper is having a problem. So 3 beep codes, it's hit the drop sensor. So it's probably at the edge of the stairs or a step or a bump or something. So 4 beep codes means low battery. So next is light codes on your Deebot. So blue flashing is charging, Blue glowing is cleaning. Red flashing is there's a problem. Red glowing is, hey, it's time to charge those batteries. Okay, so last set of code. So if you have the Deebot and it's got the glowing red light that won't go off while beeping, if it's got the glowing red light and you're getting one beep, there's something wrong with the front drive wheel or the main drive wheels. 2 beeps, there's something wrong with the side brushes. You're getting 3 beeps, then the collection bin has a problem. 4 beeps, then it's the main brush. And if you have that glowing red light just won't go off and it's beeping, it's one of those 4 items that's wrong with it. So there you have it.
It's worth mentioning on these Deebot units, if all else fails and you can't clear the error codes, try unplugging the base unit for about 30 seconds. So just where it recharges the unit. Also, if you can't clear the error codes on the Deebot robot itself, hold in the center button here for about 30 seconds and you'll hear a beep clearing code and then the blue light will come back on. That will sometimes just reset the entire robot. And if all else fails, their warranty service is fantastic. Even if you've had the thing for like a year. I've talked to their warranty service reps before, and I've sent one of these units back. Super friendly, super helpful, and they've replaced one of these units before. There you have it.
Alright, so let's go to the maintenance part of this video, and if you're not able to get your Deebot running, you've gone through the error codes and stuff, there's quite a bit of other things that we can do as far as maintenance goes on these to get this up and running really efficiently. Also, if you don't have any canned air, this is everything that comes with the Deebot except for the base station. So you do have an extra paper filter that comes with it. There's an extra one of these foam filters that comes with it. They give you a couple extra brushes, the pamphlet there, they give you this tool, there's the remote that controls it, plus there's an app that runs this thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the maintenance part of this. Alright, so let's begin by go ahead and make sure your power to your Deebot is off. The power switch is right here on the right side. If you're looking at it where it says Deebot, just turn it over to the right side, make sure that power switch is off. Then go ahead and pull out the bin here, the collection bin. Make sure that's out. Next, turn the unit all the way over. Okay, so now you'll see the 3 brushes right here. So these brushes are made to literally just pull right off. Just give them a pull and they'll come right out just like that. And any fuzz or anything you can pull out, just throw that fuzz away. So pull off those 2 brushes, just pull pretty firmly, and notice all the buildup underneath this. This is causing a problem. Just pull out all that gunk and everything on the back side of these brushes. Both of them are just covered, and that's going to cause some problems. Do the same here as well. Take the tool that they send you, get all that crud out of here. You have some scissors, grab those. This has quite a bit of buildup around this. Yep, right there, that was all piled up around that. So that takes care of those 2 brushes. So next you want to go to your big roller brush. And right here you'll notice there's 2 little latches. Push on those latches and lift up. And that comes right off of there. Pull that roller brush straight out. And look at all that stuff that's wound up around there, causing all sorts of problems. So you want to pull all that off of there. For this part, probably the easiest way to get all this stuff off of this roller, they do give you like a little razor blade. I think that's what this is for. You just come slice it up through here with a razor blade. That actually works quite well. I'm impressed. I was gonna grab some scissors, but you know what? This little razor blade thing is actually working pretty well, at least so far. Just pull out all the stuff there. That's really gross. And they give you like a little comb or something, I guess, to go through this roller really well. Try to get under that and get it all off of the end here. And be sure and get it all out of the mechanism here as well. So, right there. So get that as clean as you can. Alright you guys, so that's about as clean as I can get that main roller brush. I mean, it's still, you know, lacking, but hey, this thing has probably more miles on it than a lot of people's vehicles do. So, you know, all things considered. Now you can buy new roller brushes or replacement brushes online, and I'll probably end up doing that. So the next thing we're gonna want to do for maintenance on this Deebot, very important. You'll notice sometimes your Deebot will either start slowing down, or it'll start just beeping randomly, or it'll just stop and not do anything at all. So what'll happen is this front roller wheel, like look at that, it stops. It's not spinning nearly as freely as it used to. And that's a problem. That will start causing a beep code. See how that doesn't spin as freely as it should? So that's gonna eventually start causing it to just stop and beep. So take just a regular screwdriver, and you'll want to just give it just a little bit of a pry here. On each side, just pry it really gently. And pry that guy out of there. And look at all that lint and disgustingness that comes out of this front wheel. Just pull all that crap out of there. And that is why that front wheel is no longer functioning. And yeah, look, we've got all sorts of grossness up in that front wheel. I'm sure my wife will appreciate me cleaning this out here. So again, with canned air, I mean, I am a computer tech, so you know, never leave home without it. So front wheel clean, just take it, pop it right back in there. Hear it click, and look at that. So that was half the problem right there with this thing. The other thing to check are these two main drive wheels. Just make sure that they're both coming back up when you press them down. Make sure they're both gonna turn. I don't see any problem with that. Check your bumper. Bumper looks fine. Press it, release it. It's coming back up. Little sensor there, you can hit that with canned air. Sometimes it helps. Okay, so at this point we are ready to put this thing back together. And what I like to do, clean this out a little bit more. Just gonna clean it out over the trash a little, give it a shake. you want to take your main brush roller. This thing can only go in one way. And we got all the fuzz off of it. That locked back in. And then while we're at it, and those aren't in terrible shape. I'm gonna put the new brushes on it though, while we're doing this. Just take your new brushes, just press them on. They'll click into place. New brushes are good. And then after playing back that slow motion, I'm blowing out the old filter. I'm just gonna do this because that really grossed me out. So this is nice and clean after using the canned air. But yeah, I am totally putting in the new spare. I don't know about the rest of you, but watching that slow motion, it's like, no. I'm not putting that old one back in there because that's probably about the 10th time I've done that. We're just gonna go with a new one this time. All right, flip this guy over, put your collection bin back in, and the Deebot is ready for some action. Okay, and it is time to field test our newly maintenance Deebot and see how we did. Let's hit the power button here. And off it goes. It looks like it's gonna do well. Sensors are working. Everyone seems to be okay. Okay guys, so be sure and click right here and let's check out these other videos. Thank you so much. I hope this video was really helpful and hopefully you can get these robots up and running really well, and I'll catch you later.